Greetings to all. My name is Vibhor Singh and I am going to present my case study on Mr. Georg Cantor, the famous German mathematician. So this is his portrait which I found on Wikipedia. So the basic introduction of him is his full name is Georg Ferdinand Ludwig Philipp Cantor. He was born on March 3rd, 1845 in St. Petersburg in Russia, and he died on January 6, 1918 in Halle, Germany. So why should we know about him? So he is a mathematician who founded set theory and introduced mathematically meaningful concept of transfinite number, indefinitely large but distinct from one another. And he basically proved one-to-one correspondence between the members of two sets. And real numbers are more numerous than natural numbers, and existence of an infinity of infinites, and many more. So until end of 19th century, no mathematician had managed to describe the infinite. But until then, it had been established that it is an absolutely unattainable value. So Georg Cantor was the first one to fully address such an abstract concept, and he did it by developing set theory, which led him to the surprising conclusion that there are infinites of different sizes. For Cantor, sets are collection of objects that can have finite or infinite elements. For example, the set of bones in a human body has finite elements, which are 206 obviously, while the set of natural numbers n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has up to infinity has infinite elements. We established the concept of cardinal, which can be described as the number of elements a set has. I am following the same example that the cardinal of the set of bones in a human body is 206, and the cardinal of the set of natural numbers is infinite. His colleague, which is another famous German mathematician, Mr. Richard Dedekind, with whom he corresponded for years, had established that the concept of infinite sets in 1872 only. But Cantor also realized that not all infinite sets are of the same size. In other words, there are infinite sets that have different cardinals. That is very confusing, no? So, what Cantor found about bijective function? So he didn't really found about anything about bijective function, but let us see that. For a layman's perspective, it would seem that the set of natural numbers n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity comprises more elements than the subset containing prime numbers p equals to 2, 3, 5, 7 up to infinity. However, Cantor showed that both have the same cardinal and therefore the same infinite number of elements. He tried to show that. To demonstrate this, he paired each of the elements that form a set with elements of other, which is known as establishing a bijective function or one-to-one correspondence between both sets. So here I tried to map the natural and prime number sets. So this is natural number and this is prime number set. So 1 is mapped to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 5, 4 to 7, 5 to 11, 6 to 13, 7 to 17, and basically it goes to infinity. On the contrary, in one of his famous demonstrations, Cantor proved that it was impossible to establishing a bijective function between the set of natural numbers and the set of points that form a number line. He thus came to conclusion that the cardinal of the set of real numbers was greater than that of natural numbers. Basically, there were infinites of different sizes. He came to this conclusion. He demonstrated even more that the infinite cardinal of real number is followed by another greater one, and this in turn is followed by an even greater one, and so on. So, to the smallest of all these cardinals, the cardinal of natural number, he called it Aleph 0. Aleph is the first letter of Hebrew alphabet, and the next ones he called Aleph 1, Aleph 2, Aleph 3, etc. All these cardinals of infinite sets are known by the name of transfinite cardinals. Some of the results of set theory were surprising and counterintuitive. That's why Cantor asked Dedekind on more than one occasion to review his proofs. As a result of his discoveries, Cantor ended up developing a complete transfinite arithmetic, which equated the operations of addition and multiplication of natural numbers with the infinite cardinals when he defined. Each natural number can be identified with the cardinal of a finite set. Cantor defined the operation of addition and multiplication of numbers as if they were operations between the cardinal of sets, either finite or infinite. He spent the end of his days in a psychiatric hospital in Halle, where he died. However, his set theory ended up becoming the common language used in various branches of modern mathematics. A few years after his death, the renowned mathematician David Hilbert said that the transfinite arithmetic is quote unquote the finest product of mathematical genius and one of the supreme achievements of purely intellectual human activity. So that's the end of my presentation of the case study. Thank you.